The world is changing. Perhaps you've felt it. Perhaps you've begun to reflect, to think about what's really important to you, to think about what life is really all about, what you want your life to be about. Because let's be honest with ourselves, someday, and hopefully a long time from now, each of us will meet our end. The question is, what should we do with that honest realization? One that is, I think, becoming more pertinent as many people wake up from the slumber induced by the powers of our world. In the film Gladiator, Proximo says to Maximus, "Ultimately, we're all dead men. Sadly, we cannot choose how, but we can decide how we meet that end." That principle represents the essence of Project Renaissance. We do not know when our lives will end, but we can choose how we live so that when the end comes, when death smiles at us, we can smile back. So what approach should we use to live and to meet our end when it comes? Well, everything you've accumulated in life will be left behind. Possessions, credentials, status, reputation, money. The only thing you can take with you is the quality of your mind. A mind that you cultivated while you were alive. So the real question is this: will you meet death as someone who has honoured their mind, or as someone who has wasted it? Most people never ask this. They follow the default script: career, consumption, distraction, retirement, and death. They optimize for comfort and for status and call it success. Years later, many people wake up with the humbling realization they built a life that functioned but didn't mean anything. Project Renaissance begins with rejecting scripts like this. Renaissance means rebirth. What the world needs more than ever is a rebirth. And that can only happen when humanity decides to embrace true change, individually and by extension, collectively. The first Renaissance was a return to higher standards. Standards of reason, beauty, discipline, and human possibility. We need that again, desperately. We live in a new dark age, an age of ignorance, of distraction, of self-absorption. A culture that prefers entertainment, comfort, and compliance. Comfortable people don't demand more of themselves or of the world. Project Renaissance is a refusal. It is for people who know they are capable of more than a life organized around comfort and ease. People who understand that money, status, and consumption are not profound purposes. People who want a life oriented towards refinement, creation, and truth. This framework is built on 10 maxims, principles, not slogans. And together they form a standard for living well. First of all, build a foundation. Honor your body as a temple for your mind. A weak body represents a weak mind. Do not let your body degrade. Use it, nourish it, strengthen it, and refine it. This is the foundation of your Renaissance. In this world, money is necessary and the lifeblood of the elites. Accept this truth, but don't resign your agency to the pursuit of wealth, to the American dream. Approach money with purpose, with maturity. Earn what you need to satisfy your basic needs and then redirect your energies toward a higher purpose. Let money be the servant to your higher pursuits, your growth and your creations. Next, feed your mind. Nourish your mind with quality. What you consume shapes what you become. Seek out the highest culture. Books that demand attention. Music and art that elevates, inspires, and deepens reflection. Garbage in, garbage out. Quality in, quality out. But make sure you make room for pleasure as a restoration of vitality. A full and complete life holds discipline and delight together, seriousness without sterility, wisdom and passion. Next, create and connect. Create. Do not spend your life merely consuming what other people have made. Bring something into existence that would not exist without you. Beauty, insight, structure, meaning. A Renaissance, above all, creates. Choose your relationships intentionally. Prioritize depth over breadth. Challenge over comfort. A higher self emerges among people who demand the best of you. Next, serve and transcend. Serve humanity beyond yourself. Pursue what uplifts both yourself and society. A life that benefits only its owner is too narrow and too selfish. Our world has had enough of individuals. It's time to harness the wondrous synthesis between the power of the individual and the power of the collective, because we are nothing without each other. Discover your calling, not the work that pays the best, but the work that inspires, elevates, and demands your fullest capacities in service of something larger than yourself. Now, this isn't found through speculation, but through attention, creation, and service to other people. Listen to your true self. Are you aligned with what moves you? Or do you move with what aligns others? Show merit through works, not words. Let your actions, not your speech, define your worth. The world is full of people who talk beautifully about what they might do, who speak eloquently about their plans, their vision, their intentions. A Renaissance doesn't talk. A Renaissance acts. Create, contribute, build something that exists, and beware inflated oratory, especially your own. Your merit is shown through what you make real, not through what you promise. And there is one final demand, one final maxim. Seek out the real. The real is buried under lies, under fantasy and self-deception, not just out there, but inside of you. Many people suffer because they build their lives on stories that aren't true. Stories about who they are, what matters, what will make them whole. Truth dismantles those stories. It strips away comfort. It dissolves what is fake, and it leaves you without excuses. Only what is real will survive in the end. Every other maxim rests on this one principle. Without truth, calling becomes fantasy. Service becomes performance. Creation becomes vanity. And pleasure becomes escape. A Renaissance chooses a harsh truth over a comforting illusion. Because when death comes, it removes all masks. It leaves only what was real. This is Project Renaissance. And over the coming weeks, each of these maxims will be explored in further depth. The philosophy behind them, the practice of living them, what they demand of you, and what they make possible. Your personal renaissance begins now.